Hello, my name is Justin MacDonald, and for my student choice, I chose Budget Cuts. Right here on the left, I'm going to show a little trailer as I discuss it. So Budget Cuts is intended for casual players, and teenagers and up are invited to play. Budget Cuts is a single-player virtual reality stealth game where you're the last human to be replaced by robots. The players sneak their way through the office environments using a portal gun to navigate, and by the way, be sure to watch out for your supervisor. Budget Cuts makes a great use out of virtual reality, using puzzles, stealth, portals, and physics. By setting the theme inside of an office, the developers incorporate plenty of puzzles to solve. And these are quite fun since players get to interact with drawers, cubicles, and you can see that right here on the left, all these different environment aspects. Um, then this kind of leads me into this other topic, which is inside the environments, you can get objects like keys and gadgets and documents to help progress the story. So next off, I'm going to talk about the portal. And so one of the best uses of this VR experience in Budget Cuts is that it has the option for players to teleport with a portal gun, which uh, most games actually do not use a great use of the teleportation. In fact, most of it is instant teleports. And Budget Cuts has a different approach. Players point their gun and shoot an arch portal projectile, which marks where players would like to teleport to. And here's the clever bit, it's not an instant teleport. Players get to see into a lens which previews where they'd like to teleport. This ends up playing into their stealth mechanic, which allows players to scope out the portal by checking for enemies before committing to a teleport. And so you can see in the picture right here, right there, you can see that he's looking through the lens inside of a different room while he is in the kitchen. So that's quite cool. Um, Onwards, the supervisor. So robot supervisors are the enemies in this game, and players don't want to mess with these guys. They will knock the player out, and that's game over. Luckily, VR allows players to duck, dodge, and hide in order to keep away from these supervisors. And they're quite menacing looking, so really you don't want to mess with these guys. Next up, physics, and players can combat these menacing robots with office supplies, which is another great use of VR physics. So players can throw scissors, mugs, and other office supplies to fend off incoming robots. So some issues that I found out were that despite Budget Cuts being a great VR game made by a small indie team, there were some cons users reported, one of which is the physics were a bit inaccurate. The portals sometimes confused the robot AI. The portals themselves could sometimes glitch against the walls. And then some players mentioned that the level design wasn't great, and finding the exit sometimes was difficult. And lastly, some other people mentioned that the initial demo they released went more along with the lines of went along more with along with the lines of their expectations for their final release. But the final release actually didn't deliver those expectations, and unfortunately, some people refunded the game. I have my resources and references on the bottom if you want to check out any of these things. And yeah, please come to my website and check things out. Thank you.